Good afternoon, Luv Bugs. It's Crystal Marie. The video I'm bringing you today, as you can read from the title below, is a cook with me. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a backstory, and then I'm going to reveal what we're making today. So the backstory is, when I was in high school, I had the liberty of having a relative, my cousin, who ended up being my home ec teacher. Yes, they had home ec and I was grateful for it. So, you know, during home ec you learn all these recipes, you learn how to sew, you learn how to do all of these wonderful things and make wonderful things while you're in it. So one of the things that I made that has stuck with me is a cheese and sausage casserole. That's what we're making today. So it's a very simple recipe. It's something that anybody can make, especially if your boyfriend, or your household is a very busy household. Everybody needs to eat breakfast. I know, everybody doesn't eat breakfast every morning, but this is something that will help. You can prepare it at night, eat it in the morning, or put it in a container and take it to work with you, so whenever you get ready to eat, you'll have it ready for you, okay? So for this, I'm going to be doing a lot of moving from here to back here because we're in the kitchen and my stove is behind me, okay? So the first materials that you will need, okay? We're going to do the cookware first, all right? All right. So your key things you're going to need: a spoon. It can be any kind of spoon. It could be a metal spoon, a regular spoon, whatever kind of spoon you use or what you got. We work with everything, okay? Second thing, see, I'm clumsy, is another, like a little spatula or something of that nature. It could be a spoon as well, but this is what I use. You're going to need a strainer, okay? And you're going to need a bowl. It can be any bowl. As you can see, all of it's different colors. I don't really care because you're going to make the same dish and get the same result, okay? You're also going to need a skillet, all right? Skillet can be any size, big, small, medium, whatever you have, work with it, okay? All right, let's get, all right. So the items that you're going to need to prepare the food, or the food items, yeah. All right. For a big pan of this, you're going to need 2 packs of sausages. Now let me put one down and show you. This is what I use. And I use mild, okay? You can use organic, you can use whatever you feel you want to use. But I use those, okay? You're going to use cream cheese. Now you can get name brand cream cheese, but I think this works perfectly fine. I don't see anything wrong with it. This is the Kroger brand, okay? But you're going to need 2 of these, which is the sausage logs, that's what I call them. And you're going to need 2 bricks of cream cheese, along with crescent rolls. Now you're going to need 2 of these. These are the ones I use, okay? These are the ones I use. You're not going to break it up at all, okay? All right. Alright, so y'all ready to get to cooking? I said that country. So you ready to get cooking? Let's get cooking. Alright, so this is the angle we're going to do this at, okay? Because I don't have nobody helping me. I don't have nobody helping me film this, okay? So what we did, we're going to prepare ourselves to start. I've already washed my hands. I have a knife. I have a spatula, the one I showed you. And I have a cutting board. Now, you can use a cutting board, yes, no, whatever you like. But I didn't make this a priority to show you all because this is optional, okay? So, as you can see, I have a skillet already on the stove, ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my eye on. I turn it about 7 because it gets really hot on this stove and it doesn't take you long to prepare anything. Hold on. Okay, see the eye's very hot already. Alright. So, this skillet is an old skillet, as you can see. You probably can still see underneath it. So this is my skillet that I'm using. So first step, what you're going to do is, while this is getting hot, you're going to go straight down the back. Okay? And just cut straight down. Of both tubes, okay? I don't like to touch stuff as much as I possibly can. If I can try to wiggle around it, I try, okay? But you don't want to get this piece of paper caught, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to pull it out. And you can sit it right there. Alright. Okay, where do I cut it from? Alright, so we cut the strips off. So now what you're going to do is put the knife down. I'm going to literally flip these inside out, okay? Alright, then what you can do is flip it all the way inside out and just literally get the rest of it out, okay? I'm not no chef. So that's all I'm saying, okay? Alright, so we're going to flip this. Make sure we get as much of those as we can. All of it would be needed. Alright, so we're going to get that out. Okay. Then we're going to flip the other tube. This one flips a lot easier. Okay. You hear them, they're starting to cook already. And my poor skillet is just dancing on this aisle, okay? So we're going to get all this out, as much as we can. Okay? Alright. I'm going to step away and wash my hands again, okay? So as you hear it starting to cook. Now this is where your small spatula is going to come in contact with it, okay? Alright, so what we're going to do, use your small spatula or whatever spatula you have, and you're going to break it down. Okay? You're going to break it all the way down. Hear it loud and clear. Starting to cook, okay? And the reason why I say this, drop it a little bit. I do not pick stuff back up off the stove and put it back in there. So as you hear it cooking a little bit, just try to keep trying to break it down a little bit. And this is what you're going to do until the sausage is completely cooked. You're going to just keep kneading it and tending to it, okay? And see, it's already starting to cook a little bit. See, a little piece is starting to get brown? You want to keep doing it until everything is brown. And just keep kneading. I like to make sure by using this spatula, everything comes into tiny pieces, okay? When it gets done. Everything will kind of be in tiny pieces. Alright, so you see I've broken them down, but they're still in clumps, so you want to let it sit for a while. Because you want to make sure everything cooks. Okay. Alright, so give it a minute. Try to let everything brown, okay? Oh, and there was one other thing that we're going to need in this, okay? Told you I'm not a chef. You're going to also need a pan like this, okay? Alright. This is the pan I'm going to use. Just want to show you. Alright, so as you can see, you're going to flip. A lot of it is already brown. Just keep trying to break it down. And I'm giving you the real, okay? This is exactly how I would do it. Just keep flipping until everything is brown. Alright, so eventually I'm going to speed up this part because you see the process and what needs to happen, okay? See, this is helping you break it down. When you keep tending to it, you're helping it break down into smaller pieces, and you'll see why it's a good thing to keep tending to it, okay? And it also helps speed up the process a little bit. So I have my stove about a 7 right now. If you really want to cook it fast, you can do about 8, but that ain't what I do. As you can see, you have some casualties that might jump out the skillet while you're kneading to it or breaking it down. But by you breaking it down and making it to smaller pieces, you won't have to worry about the extra pieces that kind of fly out of the skillet, okay? Alright. But make sure this is not something that'll burn, okay? Okay. They're gonna let it sit and cook for a little bit. not a clean cooker. As far as keeping the stove clean, I feel like when you cook, you can mess up some stuff, okay? So if you're a messy cook, don't worry about it. And we still got some pink pieces in there. We need everything brown, uniform, okay? All the same color. All right, we're gonna let it cook a little bit. We're gonna discard these, okay? And put this on the piece where you didn't use it. Okay. Alright. So in this video, you might hear my dishwasher behind me. I'm cooking and cleaning at the same time, okay? So, sorry if you hear the washer. Alright. See a little bit more pink, so we're going to keep going until we don't see it anymore, okay? We'll give it a little bit more time. Now during this process, I like to go ahead and do my next step, but considering that I'm video recording this for you all, I'm still going to break it down. And everything is still going to be okay, but I'm going to break it down, okay? So while you're doing this next step I show you, you would literally have this running, go to the next thing, okay? And also at this time, you need to preheat your oven till about 350. And while you're doing this, have the oven going at the same time, okay? So that it can be hot and ready to go when you're just ready to use it. Okay, let's see if we have any pink. Do we have any pink? We're going to flip a couple times. Alright, let's flip again, go in the other direction. Nope. Everything is cooked now. See, you'll have some finely milled pieces and you'll also have some big chunks. Now it's fine, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to leave it like that because meat, okay? So whatever pan, skillet, it could be a circle dish, whatever you can work with, okay? So this is where you're going to have your sausages on 2 so that they can keep warm because you're going to need that heat off of them, okay? In order to melt the cream cheese, okay? So this is your process. This is what I'm saying. You normally would have that going on the stove and you would be doing this while you're waiting on that to finish, okay? So make sure you have that oven going while you're waiting, okay? So this is when you're also going to take your crescent rolls, okay? The thing you're going to do with these crescent rolls is it's going to be it's like a pie crust. So you're going to have it laid out on the bottom of this skillet. Not skillet, pan. Sorry. Oh, I hate opening these things. They make me nervous. Alright. Fun fact, if your can of crescent rolls doesn't open, where the line and the arrows are on the can, hit it on the countertop and it should pop open. So your crescent rolls are going to come out like this. So what you're going to do is find where you start to unravel it, put it towards the end of the skillet. I keep saying skillet, good grief. The end of the pan, and what you're going to do is unroll, okay? Now, I wash my hands several times during this video because I hate touching things and don't wash my hands, okay? So I'm just letting you know, wash your hands before you do this step because whatever's on your hands is going to be in this like pie, okay? So you just unroll it. That's all you do. right? You just unroll it. And the last piece, you just kind of push up against it. And all the holes you close up or you pack close, okay? It's just dough. It moves how you move. Whatever you want it to do, it does, okay? Alright, let me go check on the sausages real quick and I'll get back to explaining this. Alright. So from time to time, go back and check on your sausages while you're doing this, okay? I got another hole. So this is your bottom of your crust. This is your pieces of your crust, okay? Remember, you need 2 cans of crescent rolls, okay? So this is your bottom. So what you're gonna do is put this in the oven and let it get golden brown, okay? You don't have to let it cook fully because you're gonna add a layer to this. And I'm gonna show you. So what you're gonna do is put this in the oven, okay? Alright, so here is your strainer, okay? Your strainer. You know the sausages that you have on the stove? What you're gonna do is put this in the sink and strain off all grease, okay? Trust me, with the cream cheese, this is a happy, thick girl meal, okay? So what you're gonna do is put the strainer in the sink. And you're gonna strain off everything, okay? Okay, now as you're straining, you're turning off your oven. Not the oven, you're going to turn off the stove, okay? And grab your bowl, okay? This is your bowl. You see it? This is your bowl. Okay? Grab your bowl, and from the sausages that were strained, you're going to pour the sausages out of the strainer and into the bowl. All right. Make sure you always have water rinsing with the grease that's going down so it doesn't get stuck in your sink or hardens in your sink. The water kind of helps it and ease it down, okay? Now, I don't know if you see it, but there's smoke coming from this bowl. So, you're using that for your next step. Your spoon comes into play. Your spoon, your spatula, whatever you have, okay? So you're going to undo your cream cheese. You're going to undo both of them. Now this is basically, I am stuttering and I can't get through stuff today. Lord. So, I have two. So I use a brick and a half, okay? I use a brick and a half. That means a whole one of these and a half of this, okay? So what you're going to do is simply open them and drop it in the bucket, okay? And then, if you do a brick and a half and it's not to your creaminess of how you like it, you can add the other brick. It doesn't matter. It's up to you, okay? I do a brick and a half. All right. So, a brick and a half. See? I'm going to actually show you the other half. Now, what you're going to do is start putting the sausage mixture on top of it. And the more you see it, it's going to start going within the sausage and it's going to make like, I don't want to say a paste, but it's all going to kind of stick together, okay? And it smells so good while you're doing this, okay? So you're just going to keep stirring until you break that brick of cream cheese all the way down. Okay? You can rotate your bowl if it makes you feel better. You can, alright. Don't forget that you can leave this and let it sit and check on your crescent rolls. Okay? This time it should kind of be already heating up and starting to make like little biscuits and things, okay? Alright, so as you can see, the sausage is now mixed in with the cream cheese, but there's still clumps. okay? You want to keep mixing. Keep mixing, and you'll see why. Oh my God, I'm fat girl happy right now. And I'm talking about myself, okay? Alright, so you're going to keep this mixture going. And what you're actually doing is, the heat that came from your sausage mixture that you broke down breaks down the cream cheese. And that's also why you need to make sure you drain off as much grease as possible, because if not, the grease will be mixed in as well. We don't want that. Now, you're going to see in your bowl, there is a little bit of grease that kind of gets in, but it's not bad at all, okay? So you're going to keep mixing. Okay? I'm doing the best I can with the filming piece because it's just me. Alright. So, see? This is what it looks like when it's fully mixed, okay? Alright, so you can let this piece sit and chill for a little bit, okay? Alright, so, next step. What you're going to do is, I know mine's a little nasty, but I was cooking earlier too. So, let's use another one, shall we? So what you're going to do is lay some oven mitts down, okay? Because what you're going to do next is going to be very hot, so please be careful, okay? So what you're going to do is put these here. Now, when you get your crescent roll bottom layer out, you want it to be in the process of starting to brown, but you don't want to have a doughy bottom. So what you could do is, as it's starting to turn and, cook, you want to use a toothpick. Use a toothpick and kind of like pick out a little bitty piece to see if it's still in dough form, and make sure that it's okay. Alright, so let me get it out. Okay. So this is what I mean, okay? As you can see, it's in the process of starting to turn brown. I guess it kept my fingerprint from when I rolled it. Okay, so what you're going to do now is you put your toothpick in, and if you bring it out and it's not doughy, see, where you can still mold it, that is perfect, okay? If it's doughy and you pull it out and it still looks like it looked when it came out of the can, it's not ready. So, considering that this is ready, what you're going to do is take your mixture that you just made, okay? Let me see if I can scoot this closer without burning myself. Okay? Take the mixture you just made and spoon it. Okay? You see, I'm putting it in different areas because you're going to layer it. You're going to put all of your mixture. The thicker the better. Okay? You're going to put all of your mixture in your pan. And the reason why you don't want the bottom to be fully cooked is because you're going to have to cook the top. So, you see how I'm just kind of moving it around and pushing it down in there? See? You want to cover the entire bottom as best as you can, okay? Kind of like you're making a pie. Like I said, the thicker the better. You want to make sure all of the roll has meat, okay? Alright. Now I didn't go above. I didn't try to go above the perimeter, okay? Reason being is because you're about to put your last layer. And when you put your last layer on top of this, what you're going to do is allow all of it to finish cooking, okay? And don't worry, the sausage is not going to burn. It's still going to taste very good. So you get your second can of crescent rolls. Sorry. Second can of crescent rolls, okay? Let me move you up a little bit. Your second can of crescent rolls. You're gonna open again along the line. Don't open it above your food. Open it on the side, because anything, a piece of paper, anything can end up in your food, okay? Now again, mine did not pop. So, along this line here where you see the arrows, just hit it on the counter and it pops open, okay? So keep it all out. When you get it out, keep it as a giant roll, okay? Try to keep it all connected. Now the same thing you did for the bottom, you're gonna do for the top, okay? So where it starts to unravel, just kind of pull it off, okay? It's gonna look like a pile when you get done, okay? So since it's too far away, we're gonna go ahead and do this. We're gonna pick it up and shift it a little bit, okay? And just roll it out. It's very simple, okay? And you just cover everything, okay? And still be careful because this pan is very hot, okay? Like I said the last time, try to put all of the holes together, okay? That way it can be closed. Make sure you have very clean hands. If you throw anything in the garbage, go back and wash your hands, okay? Now you see how all of this is done, okay? Alright, make sure everything is closed to the best that it can, because it's going to give you a problem. It's dough, okay? So, we're going to put this back in the oven, and you're almost done. Alright, so as you can see, you're not going to turn your oven off and on. You're going to leave it on, okay? Alright. Let's put it back in the oven. Okay, so now that we have that in the oven, what you're going to do is just keep watch, okay? Because this part can go really fast for different ovens. Because I know my mother's oven cooks like that, okay? So just at this point, keep an eye on your casserole. So while that is finishing up, basically, if I look this way, I'm looking into the viewfinder. But basically, when this finishes, the top is going to be a golden brown. Okay, so let's just say you have family and friends coming from out of town and you're not a really big cook. What you could do is do this and go get like a tray of fruit, or you can just go get random fruit and chop them up and everything, make it all look fancy, and serve it that way. You could have this, which would be kind of like a chicken biscuit. And then you could have your fruit and everything, or you could have vegetable tray with it, or you can just get some celery, carrots, cut it up, put it on a plate, and have a piece of the tray for that, and then a piece of tray for fruit, and they kind of have that cut up on the plate as well. So I'm going to show you the finished product, okay? All right. Here is your. All right. So Luv Bugs, to end this off, okay? Basically, when you make a dish like this, even if you feel like you can't cook, trust me, you can do it. It's very simple. It's very easy. If you need any help or have any questions, please feel free to comment below. I will help you. I will even give you my phone number so I can help you, okay? But it's an easy thing. So let's just say you have friends and family coming out of town and you want to show them a good time. You want to show them you're, domesticated and you can live on your own and cook your own food. That would be a great option to do. You could also get, a fruit tray to go with this, or you can get a vegetable tray to go with this, or, anything that's breakfast. You can do this with brunch. You can serve this with mimosas. You can serve it with all of that all together for a nice brunch, and add maybe little bitty brownies or cookies or anything like that that you think you would eat for breakfast, okay? So here is the final look. Here is your final look at what it looks like. That is your cheese and sausage casserole, okay? All right, if you have any questions, please, please, please write them down below in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good day, Luv Bugs. Until next time, mwah! Have a good, beautiful day, okay? And if you try it, let me know.
Listen. Bye.